evening, this is DIS News, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Stuckey. We start tonight with the controversial Reverend Terry Jones, who is now rethinking his decision to cancel his Quran burning event on Saturday, the 9th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. On Thursday afternoon, Jones canceled the burning, stating Florida Muslim leader Imam Muhammad Musri had told him the location of the Islamic Center, planned to be built 2 blocks from Ground Zero, was to be moved. Jones also said he would be meeting with officials on New York on Saturday. Musri, however, says that no agreement on a meeting or the relocation of the mosque had been reached. Imam Faisal Abdul Rauf, the leader behind the planned Islamic Center, has confirmed through a released statement that he has no intention to move the center. Jones's divisive plan has now apparently grown into a national security concern. On Thursday, Defense Secretary Robert Gates called Jones, urging him to cancel the event. This came in addition to President Barack Obama's appearance on Good Morning America, where he called Jones's plan a recruitment bonanza for al-Qaeda. In finance, hold on to your pair of jeans. By January, prices for the classic American look of jeans and a t-shirt will be doubling in cost. Leading cotton producers in China, Pakistan, and India have encountered unexpected barriers in their cotton growth recently, forcing them to increase the price of their exports from 40 cents to nearly 90 cents per pound. With U.S. businesses already hurting from this year's recession, retailers are hesitant to raise their clothing prices in fear of losing their sales. Currently, most cotton in the U.S. is imported, but soon, merchants may be turning to local production for economic refuge. In addition, polyester and polycotton blends are predicted to enter the fashion market to aid the cotton inflation. But prices aren't due to rise until 2011, so make sure to buy your cotton now before the new prices soar. The 27th annual MTV Music Video Awards are just around the corner. American rapper Rick Ross promises Sunday, September 12th to be the dopest at VMAs ever, beginning with the quote-unquote sexiest female host in late-night television, Chelsea Handler, who is my girlfriend. MTV.com reportedly reports that with Handler hosting, censors will be put on high alert. During pre-show interviews, she discusses how much vodka she will consume before, during, and after the show, who she will be swapping spit with. She jokes Taylor Swift is too young, although she might have her eyes on 50 Cent. Or me. Handler claims she is taking no prisoners on VMA tonight. Stars, consider yourselves warned. With the VMAs as a breeding ground for previous controversy, the highly anticipated Kanye West and Taylor Swift reunion has exploded on Twitter. This year, Kanye has written a quote-unquote beautiful apology song he wrote for Taylor, which he is reported to perform on Sunday. Other performers include Eminem, who is set to open the show, followed by Justin Bieber, Drake, Usher, Paramore, and B.O.B. Insiders have reported that Usher is already looking mad hot during rehearsals. Lady Gaga earned the most nominations, a record-breaking 13, while Eminem racked in 8, the most of any male artist. Justin Bieber received his first VMA nomination for Best New Artist for the song we all know and love, Baby. The 27th MTV Music Video Awards will be broadcast live from the Nokia Theater in L.A. on Sunday, September 12th. The party starts with the pre-show at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the main event at 9. Fans can go to vma.mtv.com to vote for the best new artist now through Sunday. And now to Lily for our weather broadcast. Lily, how's it looking out there?
Well, Brian, you may want to rethink that castle excursion in western Denmark today, as the weather will be nothing but cold, clouds, and rain. The high today in Odense is 16 degrees Celsius and a low of 10 degrees. And in the country's capital, you can expect similar weather with a high of 16 degrees and a slightly warmer low of 13 degrees. Expect rain throughout the morning with a short break in the afternoon. The 5-day forecast reveals more of the same, with rain for Saturday and Sunday, a small break with sun and some clouds on Monday, and then back to rain for Tuesday and Wednesday. So remember to take along your umbrellas. In Mexico, recent weeks of heavy rain have brought widespread flooding to eastern and southern regions, as well as central Tabasco region. Among the most severely affected areas is Tlacopan, a colonial area town declared a World Heritage Site. Mexico's president is calling it one of the worst disasters to hit Mexico. Many residents of the worst hit areas are refusing to leave. Andrés Granier, Tabasco's governor, explains this by stating that the people of the state have a culture of living with water. Unfortunately, the worst may still be to come. The Tabasco region was the victim of severe flooding 3 years ago, and although the government has pursued flood control measures in recent years, President Calderon has accepted that more needed to be done. Of the nearly 700,000 people presumed stranded by the flooding, 300,000 are still waiting rescue, and police and emergency rescue crews are stretching thin. President Calderon is asking for help in the form of canned goods, bottled water, diapers, and other basic supplies. Find out ways you can help these efforts by checking out our website at www.disnews.com/weather. Brian?
Thank you, Lily. That's a really great website. And now we go out to the streets with our eccentric reporter, Kelly Whipple. Kelly?
It's been 4 years since Danish cartoonist Kurt Vestergaard published his depiction of Muhammad wearing a bomb in his turban. On September 8th, Chancellor Angela Merkel presented the cartoonist with the Press Freedom Award. Today, we will discuss with Danish citizens their reaction to this award being presented to the cartoonist. Martin, how do you feel about this award being presented to Kurt?
I think it's a great stroke for freedom, and I think it's a step in the right direction. Because, well,
Do you think this will cause more repercussions for this event to take place?
it's definitely a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think that Kurt's life is more going to be in jeopardy over this being presented to him?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the other hand, there's a lot of other events around the world that maybe take some time, for example, the Koran burning in America.
Nadia, how do you feel about him being presented this award?
I think it's okay because we have this, I don't know in English what it's called, this ytringsfrihed. You know, this way you can speak what you want, you can say what you want, and I think it's a very important thing that you can say what you want.
Eric, how do you feel about this award being presented to him?
I'm not sure. I don't think he did anything wrong. It's the reactions that were wrong. Of course, you can depict the Muhammad, the prophet, any way you want. That's freedom. But to give him an award is perhaps just as overreacting as the reactions in the first place.
Do you think that there'll be any more repercussions from this?
Probably will. It's religious hysteria.
It seems to be a very heated controversy. Brian, don't forget your rain jacket. It's pouring out here. Now back to you.
That's a really nice sweater, Kelly. And now we go to Carly Shans with sports. Carly?
Brian, the U.S. Open is coming to a close this weekend after players recently advanced to the semifinals. In men's singles, first seed Rafael Nadal will face 12th seed Mikhail Yuzini on Saturday. Second seed Roger Federer and third seed Novak Djokovic face each other in the semis as well. In women's singles, third seed Venus Williams goes up against second seed Kim Clijsters. Underdog and 7th seed Vera Zvyareneva will face the first seed and Danish darling Caroline Wozniacki. The 20-year-old wunderkind and Danish native hopes to bring the U.S. Open trophy home to her country. Also in the U.S., the NFL season began yesterday with a victory for the defending Super Bowl champions, the New Orleans Saints, against the Minnesota Vikings, 14-9. Brett Favre's return to the Vikings and this game was a great way to start off the NFL season. With a look at other sports around the world, there's buzz of an upcoming reality show called Pool Poker Pain. The show will contain a competition of billiards and Texas Hold'em, which culminates with a martial arts showdown. The event will be held at a Las Vegas casino, but details regarding airtime and program carrier are still being decided. The creator, performer, and contestant Blair Thean has stated the show will shine. We now move on to our cultural section of the evening. India?
Thanks, Carly. Just this year, Noma, the restaurant famous for its Nordic cuisine, was awarded the San Pellegrino Award as the #1 restaurant for the world's 50 best restaurants. The previous #1 restaurant, El Bulli in Spain, held the title for about 4 years. I'm here with our resident food critic, Sari, who actually got to eat it at Noma earlier this week.
Yes, this is true, and again, thank you so much for having me. I was so excited to get the opportunity to finally eat at Noma, especially after all the hype this spring, and so I was just really thrilled about it. And for those of you who don't know, Noma is located in Christianshavn in Copenhagen. It's actually right along the water in a renovated warehouse. It's on the first floor, and so you have a beautiful setting, everything's gorgeous, and obviously the food is incredible. They definitely deserve the award.
I've heard a lot of great things about the young chef. How would you describe the food?
The food was amazing, and I actually got a chance to meet Rene Redzepi, and he's just extremely passionate about Scandinavian food, and he's actually working really hard to spread this enthusiasm worldwide. He told me he's actually the ambassador for the new Nordic food program, which is making a lot of effort in that area. Additionally, he taught me something I didn't know before. The name Noma actually comes from Nordisk mel, which literally translated means Nordic food, and I thought that was pretty neat. And again, everything that he serves you, it literally comes from the earth or the sea of Scandinavia. It's really, really good.
What did you have? I heard there are 7 meals and a wine with each course.
Yeah, this is true. There are 7 courses. The first course that I had, it had scallops and watercress with biodynamic cereal and beech nut, and that was served with a really great 2009 Theodora. But every single course was just incredible and different from the last one. Everything was surprising and really enjoyed it. I would say my favorite was probably the deer with wild thyme. It was just fantastic. And again, just a really, really great meal.
Sounds more of like an experience than a meal, really, simply.
Yes, that's definitely true. I think that it took me over 4 hours to actually finish eating. And for anybody else who is interested in experiencing Noma for themselves, reservations for January of 2011 actually start on Friday, October 1st at 10 a.m., and you definitely have to get on that right away or you'll miss out.
Thanks. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, ladies. And that's our report for this Friday evening. On behalf of all of us here at DIS News, thank you for joining us. I'm Brian Stuckey. Have a great weekend.